we're being joined all the way from Ibadan by Kehinde Bamidele, basketball expert, because we're talking basketball now. Nigeria's senior men's basketball team, the Tigers, overpowered defending champions Tunisia 87-66 to claim their second straight victory at the 2025 Men's AfroBasket Championship currently going on in Angola. The team were pretty dominant, winning every single quarter, and they also had, I think it was Caleb Agada, who contributed 9 points. Emmanuel Omogbo also added 8, but it was Josh Okogie from the Houston Rockets who was the outstanding player, scoring 33 points, adding 6 assists as well. Really good performance by Nigeria today, Kenny. Looking good. So far, so good.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on the show today. It was a really good performance from the Tigers of Nigeria, no doubt. And I think we have to give kudos to the players for what they did today. It's a big improvement from the first game we had against Madagascar, because Madagascar game we saw some very scary moments. I think the team really did well on perimeter defense, and on defense they did well entirely. As much as at some points we were playing small, because even as someone who is the big man on that team, I'm talking about KO, wasn't on the court at that point in time. But of course, it was a really good gameplay for Team Nigeria. I think right from the tip-off, we went real hard on Tunisia. I actually did not think that Tunisia expected Nigeria to come that hard on them, because we won our first game and Tunisia lost their first game to Cameroon. So I was thinking that maybe Tunisia would want to get a win in the second game, and knowing that they are the defending champions, they would want to make life difficult for Nigeria. But of course, Nigeria, on offense, on defense, they were really good. Josh Okogie is telling us why he is the only NBA player on this team. Think about it. This is the only NBA player on the team. What if we had the likes of Gabe Vincent on this team? Onyeka Okongwu, who showed interest to play for Nigeria, but couldn't get called up right at the Atlanta Hawks Center. What if you have these guys on the team right now? Then it should have been way easy than it is right now. So I think it's a very good performance from the Tigers, complete team performance, and I'm beginning to believe. Before the start of the competition, I had doubt, but it looks like I'm beginning to believe.
Yeah, from doubters to believers. You could almost be a Liverpool fan, Kenny.
There you go.
Kenny, my friend.
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan.
Oh, there you go.
Great, good for you, Kenny. But let's talk about Caleb Agada. Someone who has had a very humble beginning. Playing from low back, getting into Europe before getting the recognition into the Nigerian team. He's the second highest. He has the second highest points for the team at the moment. How important or how pivotal has his role been in this current Tigers team?
Kenny, can you hear me? Can you hear us, Kenny?
Yeah, I can hear him. You mentioned the name now. I'm asking, which name did he mention?
Caleb Agada. He was asking how pivotal is Caleb Agada's role to this team?
Yeah, so Caleb Agada has been fantastic. Today he had 9 points, maybe a little bit different from what he had in the previous game. He played for Al Ahly of Libya in the recently concluded Basketball Africa League, and of course they did really well in that competition. Before that, he also played for Nigeria in the qualifiers early February, and he did really well for us. So I think for Caleb Agada, he deserves way more respect than he's getting right now, because each time he plays for Nigeria, Caleb Agada gives his 100%. I remember the 2021 friendly game against United States, where we won, famous victory we had against United States. Caleb Agada was also one of the key guys in that particular game. So his competition has been really good. Leadership also part of it. And of course, he's a very calm player. Before he takes his shot, he calculates so well, even though not all the shot goes in. But you know that this player is actually really good. So I think the presence of Caleb Agada on that team has been felt. And we also need him to do more ahead of the next game against Cameroon, because we want to finish top of the group to qualify straight up to the quarterfinals.
Kenny, a quick one. I don't know if anybody watching that game noticed. I'm sure you must have. And since you're a basketball expert, you could probably give us much more insights. We're donning Adidas kids. And to the best of my knowledge, no deal with Adidas had been announced. Yeah. So can you tell us?
Existing deal is with AFA.
Yes. So can you tell us if the MBBF bought those kids, or there is a deal that Nigerians don't know about? Can you just throw more light into that if you have the update?
When MBBF feel like they will come out to tell us what that kids deal is really all about, because I cannot say anything as regards the deal for Adidas. I've made some calls, and honestly, even most of the board members of the NBBF, they are not aware.
Wow.
Most of the board members. So
wow.
how can you be part of the board member and you're not aware of the, Adidas deal with the men's national team? Is there a lot in the background happening? So I can't say this is what is happening, but I can say for sure that some of the board members, some of the key board members of the NBBF, they are not aware as to what this deal is all about. It's more like maybe, you just sew the cloth and you just slam the logo of Adidas on it, because even the shirt doesn't look like Adidas. But of course, let's not, dwell on that too much. We are winning, so I think we should focus on the result for the Tigers, and maybe by the end of the competition, we'll know what the Adidas is all about. That is if NBBF want to let us know, because NBBF try as much as possible to keep information to themselves. So it's really difficult to really know what is happening right there.
Okay, Kehinde Bamidele, thank you so much for joining us tonight from Ibadan as we continue to wish the Tigers all the very best. Their next game is against Cameroon, a very physical matchup. Hopefully they'll win that one and top the group and qualify straight for the quarterfinals. But Kehinde, thank you so much for joining us every night when we talk basketball here on Game On. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.